Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. Just want to chat with y'all, spread some knowledge with y'all, and spread some advice. And what I want to discuss with y'all about is that when it comes down to somebody not being prepared to do something, it comes to show that they weren't prepared. Just like when it comes down to marriage, when it comes down to couples, or it could just be the husband, or it could just be the wife. The man, the husband, he probably was the one that wasn't ready to get married, and he ended up getting married anyway, and he wasn't prepared. He wasn't ready to get married. It comes to show the marriage is not gonna work out. You know what I mean? He wasn't ready to get married, and him and his wife end up having a lot of arguments after another. You know what I mean? They say stuff to each other that they really don't mean. They say stuff to each other that may scar one another. That's the consequences that comes down to getting married when you're not ready to get married. Because like if you look at my other video that I did a while back, marriage is complicated. It is. And you see, when you get married and you're not ready to get married, that makes it even more complicated. I mean, why would you get married and you're not ready to? I mean, I know you probably a part of like a religious family and your family don't want you to be fornicating or anything, but at the end of the day, you got to make sure that you're prepared to get married. If you're not prepared to get married, stay boyfriend and girlfriend a little longer. Ain't nothing wrong about that. Ain't nothing wrong about that at all, because when it comes down to getting married and you're not ready to, it's gonna come with a lot of consequences. It's gonna come with a lot of drama. It's gonna come with a lot of arguments. You gonna say stuff to each other that you really don't mean. Just don't get married if you're not ready. I mean, but yeah, it comes to show. It comes to show, and it doesn't go for marriage. It goes for anything. Whether you in martial arts, and you a brown belt in taekwondo, or you a brown belt in karate, either style, and you getting ready to test for your black belt. By you being naive and by you not practicing as hard as you should, and by you having that nervousness and that anxiety, like you're not prepared, you're not ready. Like you were taking it as a joke. I mean, don't get me wrong, when it comes down in martial arts, when it comes down to tournaments, you're gonna have butterflies, you're gonna be nervous, and you're gonna have a little bit of butterflies, like when it comes down to the black belt test, because the black belt, that's the dream, that's the goal, that's the dream for anybody that's coming up in the ranks in martial arts, whether you take karate, taekwondo, judo, jiu-jitsu, hapkido, whatever style that requires a belt system. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I mean, that's the goal, but you have to make sure that you're prepared. You got to practice very hard, and you got to stay focused. You know what I mean? You can't just sit around and be lazy. You got to practice, practice, practice your katas, your sparring techniques, your strikes. You got to practice, stay focused, and practice your techniques. But yeah, it comes to show, and like I said, it goes for anything. It goes for anything. Whether you getting ready to get married, or whether you getting ready to uh like take a test in school, and you didn't really study as hard for it, which when it comes down to taking them tests in school, I mean, yeah, there's 70% of your grade, but there's 0% of your future. Like, you take a test on something and then you end up forgetting about it a week later. Yeah, it's not really doing you any good, and then it's like they try to cram all the stuff back in your brain when it comes time for the state exams. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. The student, not all them students is gonna be prepared for the state exams. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. I mean, the school system be setting students up for failure, and the school system has been setting students up for failure for years. You know what I mean? But yeah, when it comes down to not being ready to do something, it comes to show with results. You're not ready to get married, it comes to show you and your spouse end up getting a divorce, or you just end up separating, but it all comes to show that's what happens when you're not ready. You know what I mean? Yeah. Marriage is something that I mean, marriage is something. I mean, if this is my opinion, this is my advice. When it comes down to marriage, if you're not ready to get married, if you ask me, in my opinion, I don't feel that it's very smart for you to get married if you're not ready. Why would you get married and you're not ready to? I mean, that's not very smart. You gonna end up having a lot of arguments. You gonna end up saying stuff to each other that you really don't mean. And for my men out there, you know how women can be. You know how women are sometimes. They end up bringing stuff back up, and sometimes it's like they be putting words in your mouth. So if you're not ready to get married, don't get married. It's that simple. Don't make it more complicated than what it already is. If you're not ready to get married, stay boyfriend and girlfriend a little longer. But like I said, I understand you don't want to disappoint your family. Your family is religious. I mean, you got religious people out here that had sex before marriage, that had a baby before they got married. I mean, nobody's perfect. But I'm just trying to help y'all out. I'm just trying to help the people out. That be going through a lot of stuff, that be having these thoughts in the back of their mind. They get depressed when they think about it. I'm just trying to help y'all out. I'm here to help. I'm here to motivate. I'm here to give out knowledge, and I'm here to give out advice. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna say that I am gonna get married, and I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna get married. But one thing that I do know for sure is that I'm gonna make sure that I'm prepared. If I'm not prepared to get married, then fuck it. I'm not getting married. It's that simple. I'm smart like that. I'm logic like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to share this with y'all, about how things come to show. Like when you're not ready to do something, especially marriage, getting married, it comes to show. You end up having a lot of arguments. You end up getting a divorce. You know what I mean? Yeah, just be prepared. Make sure that you're prepared before you take the next step. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share. Love y'all.